Hello, I'm Susan Sarandon. Mythos with Joseph Campbell is a series about myths and mythology. Simply put, a mythology is a set of stories, of ideas that tries to make sense of the world and our place in it. But these are big ideas, ideas that make you think. This series is probably not for everyone, but neither is it exclusive. No special knowledge or education is required. You need only a deep interest in what it means to be alive, to experience these ideas as Campbell brings them to life. Joe Campbell taught mythology and comparative religion for 50 years. In one sense, he was a conventional scholar, spending 38 years at one college, Sarah Lawrence in New York. His approach to mythology, however, was far from conventional. Instead of concentrating on the differences that separated cultures throughout the ages and across the globe, Campbell sought the similarities, the universal themes of the human experience, those ideas we share in common with all humankind. Before he died in 1987, Joe Campbell made a final tour across the United States, presenting a series of lectures and seminars. Taken together, they represent Campbell's vision of the one great story of our human adventure, the story told here in this series of programs. Before beginning this story, Campbell offers a short explanation of how a functioning mythology serves both the individual and the society.
I see mythology, when it's in a socially functioning way, as serving four functions. The first function is what I would call the mystical function. Mystical. It opens up a realization of the mystical dimension, that behind the surface phenomenology of the world, there is a transcendent mystery source. And that is the source also within yourself. The second function has to do with the image of the world, what I would call the cosmological function. This changes radically from time to time. In the very early hunting and planting and gathering societies, relatively small horizon, and the science was that of what was visible. It was in terms of the visible world. The sun rose, went down. The moon rose, went down. With Copernicus, this all changed. The sun isn't rising. It's we that are twisting. The cosmology is totally changed. Cosmology in science changes. A mythology to be up to date and really to work in the minds of people who are living in the modern scientific world must itself incorporate the modern scientific world. The third function of a mythology is sociological, to validate and maintain a certain specific social order here and now of this specific society. The fourth problem is the pedagogical problem, guiding the individual harmoniously through the inevitable crises of the stages of life in his world today, in terms of its goods, its values, its dangers.